2025 Explorer vs Outback. Which SUV reigns supreme in towing? Welcome back to the channel, where today's showdown is going to rev up your curiosity and maybe even help you decide which SUV earns a spot in your driveway. Whether you're towing a jet ski to the coast, hauling a camper into the mountains, or just making sure your next road trip includes every toy you own, this one's for you. We're taking a deep dive into two of the most versatile mid-size SUVs on the market, the 2025 Ford Explorer and the 2025 Subaru Outback. But we're not just talking design, infotainment, or comfort today. No, this time, we're laser-focused on towing capability, and we're going to find out which of these popular adventure-ready SUVs truly reigns supreme when it comes to pulling power. Now, if you're watching this, you probably fall into one of three camps. You're either a proud SUV owner curious if your vehicle is really up for the task, someone shopping for their next ride and debating between these two well-loved models, or you're one of those adventurous spirits, the campers, boaters, motorcyclists, or weekend warriors, who need their SUV to work just as hard as they play. And towing, as many of you know, isn't just about brute strength. It's about balance, the right mix of power, torque, drivetrain technology, frame rigidity, and smart towing features like trailer sway control, hitch guidance, and payload management. So let's set the stage. The 2025 Ford Explorer, a longtime favorite in the American SUV segment, brings bold performance with its turbocharged EcoBoost engines and the hybrid powertrain that aims to balance fuel economy with muscle. It boasts a rear-wheel drive base platform that's traditionally favored for towing, and Ford's towing tech suite is among the most advanced in its class. On the other hand, the 2025 Subaru Outback might not scream tow monster at first glance, but don't count it out. This rugged, all-terrain crossover has earned its reputation with reliability, symmetrical all-wheel drive, and a surprisingly stout towing profile when equipped with the XT turbo engine. It's the go-to vehicle for hikers, campers, and outdoorsy families who want adventure-ready versatility with sedan-like manners. But which one is better when it's time to hook up the trailer? Which one hauls with more confidence, more ease, and more practicality? And which SUV ultimately gives you the confidence to take your gear, your people, and your plans into the wild with no hesitation? That's what we're breaking down today. In this towing capacity showdown, we'll compare maximum towing numbers, real-world performance under load, engine torque delivery, and driver assist towing tech. Plus, we'll test how each SUV handles hills, tight turns, and highway cruising while pulling a full load. We'll even look at factors like hitch access, visibility when towing, and how much these SUVs can carry when you've got both people and cargo on board. So grab your coffee, settle in, and buckle up, because we're about to find out once and for all, between the 2025 Ford Explorer and the 2025 Subaru Outback, which SUV deserves the towing crown. Let's get started. Let's kick things off by putting both contenders under the spotlight so we can understand exactly what each brings to the table. First up, the 2025 Ford Explorer, a name that's been around for decades and still stands as one of the most popular mid-size SUVs in North America. It's designed to bridge the gap between family practicality and serious utility. For 2025, the Explorer lineup stays true to form but refines its powertrains and tech. You've got multiple engine options starting with a base 2.3-liter turbocharged EcoBoost inline-4 that punches out 300 horsepower and 310 lb-ft of torque. That's more than enough for everyday driving, but if you want to push the limits, there's also a 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 in the ST and Platinum trims, delivering up to 400 horsepower and 415 lb-ft of torque. Plus, for those who want a balance of efficiency and capability, Ford still offers a 3.3-liter hybrid V6 in select trims, aimed at delivering decent mileage while maintaining a solid towing figure. The Explorer's maximum towing capacity? A strong 5,600 pounds when properly equipped with a Class 3 trailer tow package. More than enough for small campers, boats, or even a compact car on a dolly. But it's not just the numbers, it's how that power is managed. Ford's rear-wheel drive base platform and available intelligent 4WD system give it better weight distribution and towing confidence, especially when pulling heavy loads up inclines or navigating twisty roads. And let's not forget Ford's suite of trailering tech. Features like trailer sway control, hill start assist, and an available 360-degree camera with hitch guidance make the whole towing process feel seamless. Now, let's pivot to the 2025 Subaru Outback, which takes a very different approach to SUV life. It's built more like a rugged crossover wagon, and while it may not look like a traditional SUV, it's long been a favorite for those who want adventure readiness without going full-on truck. Subaru's calling card is versatility, and the Outback delivers it in spades. For 2025, the model carries forward with a smart, functional design, standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, and two primary engine options. You start with a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated flat-4 that puts out 182 horsepower and 176 lb-ft of torque, adequate for light-duty drivers. But if you want more muscle, the 2.4-liter turbocharged boxer engine in the XT and Wilderness trims boosts that to 260 horsepower and 277 lb-ft of torque. That makes a noticeable difference, especially when towing or climbing mountain roads. In terms of towing numbers, the standard Outback manages 2,700 pounds, while the turbocharged XT and Wilderness trims raise that figure to 3,500 pounds, thanks in part to an upgraded transmission cooler and a more rugged suspension setup. Sure, that's not Explorer territory, but it's nothing to scoff at either, especially if your load consists of dirt bikes, a teardrop trailer, or utility gear for a weekend getaway. And while the Outback might not have as much raw power or rear-drive underpinnings, its lighter weight and low center of gravity give it excellent control and stability when towing moderate loads. Subaru also offers a tow-friendly camera system and excellent visibility from the cabin, making hookups and reversing a lot easier than you might expect. Now let's talk key differences between these two. First, size. The Explorer is significantly bigger, offering 3 rows of seating and more overall length and width, which translates to greater towing stability and more cabin space. The Outback, on the other hand, is smaller and lower, which gives it better handling and maneuverability, especially in tight trails or city streets, but at the cost of that third row and some interior volume. In terms of engine power, the Explorer clearly dominates, especially with its twin-turbo V6, which blows past the Outback's Turbo 4 when it comes to torque and towing grunt. Even the base 2.3-liter EcoBoost puts out more power than Subaru's standard engine, making the Explorer the more capable choice for heavy-duty hauls. But the Outback fights back with fuel efficiency and all-weather dependability. And in real-world scenarios, not every driver needs to tow 5,000 pounds. If you're pulling a kayak, snowmobile, or a small trailer, the Outback can get it done with comfort and confidence. So while the Explorer is the towing king on paper, the Outback carves out a niche for lighter towing needs with Subaru's hallmark off-road utility, standard AWD, and turbocharged options that still bring plenty of muscle. It all comes down to what you plan to tow, how often, and where your adventures take you. Coming up next, we're going to break down real-world towing experiences and how these SUVs handle under pressure. So stick around. Alright folks, let's jump straight into the heart of the action, the real-world towing capacity test, where numbers meet pavement and theory meets practice. We didn't just read the brochures and spec sheets, we actually hit the road with both the 2025 Ford Explorer and the 2025 Subaru Outback, loaded them up, and put them to work in situations many of you face every weekend. First up, we started with a camper trailer, weighing just over 4,000 pounds, which is right around the limit for what many mid-size SUVs claim they can tow. The Ford Explorer, with its maximum towing capacity of 5,600 pounds when equipped with the 2.3L EcoBoost engine and Class 3 towing package, stepped up confidently. As we hit the open road, the Explorer felt planted and composed. The rear-wheel drive platform really showed its strength here, delivering solid acceleration even on inclines and a reassuring grip on downhill grades. The trailer sway control kicked in seamlessly during a few windy moments, and the standard blind spot trailer coverage was a huge asset in heavy traffic. Now when it came to the Subaru Outback, we went a bit lighter, towing a 3,000-pound boat and trailer combo, which sits comfortably under its maximum tow rating of 3,500 pounds for the turbocharged XT models. And let's be real, while the Outback isn't built on a traditional truck-based frame like the Explorer, it put up a seriously respectable performance. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive kept traction balanced even as we merged onto the freeway and navigated some slippery gravel patches near the lake. One standout point: the Outback's low center of gravity made the handling surprisingly stable, even while pulling a moderately heavy load. However, we did notice a bit more throttle hesitation when going uphill, and the continuously variable transmission, CVT, didn't quite deliver the same confidence as the Explorer's 10-speed automatic under full load. For our third test, we hooked up a small utility trailer loaded with landscaping equipment, total weight about 2,000 pounds, and took both SUVs through a suburban delivery-style loop, complete with tight turns, stop-and-go traffic, and frequent driveway backing. In this setting, both SUVs performed admirably. The Explorer's rear camera with dynamic hitch assist made trailer reversing a breeze, while the Outback's tight turning radius gave it the edge and maneuverability around residential corners and narrow lanes. It's worth noting that while both SUVs managed this load effortlessly, the Outback's more compact footprint made it feel nimbler, especially when squeezing into tight parking spots with the trailer attached. Looking at the real-time performance data collected during the tests, the Explorer consistently maintained higher RPMs under load but delivered more torque at lower speeds, thanks to that EcoBoost turbo. Even with heavier loads, it didn't break a sweat, and the transmission shifted smoothly to keep things under control. The Outback, while efficient and balanced, showed signs of reaching its limits faster, especially when climbing hills or when weight distribution wasn't perfect. On straightaways, it cruised comfortably, but any significant incline forced the CVT to stretch higher into the rev range, which could be a concern if you're planning frequent mountain towing. So, what's the bottom line here? When it comes to raw towing muscle, the Ford Explorer clearly dominates, offering more flexibility for families or adventurers looking to tow larger campers, boats, or even car haulers. Its towing-centric features, stronger drivetrain, and rear-wheel drive architecture give it a definite edge in heavier towing scenarios. But don't count out the Subaru Outback. For light to moderate loads, especially in off-grid or mixed-terrain conditions, it's remarkably capable and easy to handle. It's the perfect companion for kayaks, small trailers, or outdoor gear, especially for those who prioritize everyday comfort but still need towing capacity in their lifestyle mix. Ultimately, it comes down to your towing lifestyle. If you're regularly hauling over 3,500 pounds or need serious grunt for a full-size trailer, the Explorer is your go-to SUV. But if your needs are more modest and adventure-driven, the Outback offers a compelling, well-balanced solution without overcommitting. Either way, both vehicles prove that today's mid-size SUVs are more than just family haulers. They're capable machines ready for real-world tasks. Up next, we'll look at fuel efficiency under load and how towing impacts each SUV's real-world MPG. Stay tuned. Alright, let's break down the advantages and disadvantages of both the 2025 Ford Explorer and the 2025 Subaru Outback, focusing on their towing capabilities and overall performance when it comes to hauling heavy loads or handling tough terrain. This comparison will help you understand exactly where each SUV shines, where they might fall short, and which one aligns best with your needs as an SUV owner, adventurer, or family on the go. Let's start with the 2025 Ford Explorer. This SUV is definitely built with power and performance in mind. When it comes to towing capacity, the Explorer is a clear standout. With its available 3.0L EcoBoost V6 engine, it can tow up to an impressive 5,600 pounds when properly equipped. That's a major strength for those who need to pull a boat, trailer, or RV. If you're someone who regularly hauls a heavy load, whether it's for work or play, the Explorer's stronger towing ratings are a huge plus. Plus, the Explorer offers more passenger space, providing a spacious 7-seat configuration, making it an ideal choice for larger families who need to pack everything into one vehicle, including passengers and cargo. It has a comfortable, well-designed interior with ample room for long trips or camping excursions. The combination of powerful engine options, rear-wheel drive-based architecture, and upgraded towing features, such as trailer sway control and hill descent assist, make the Explorer a force to be reckoned with when it comes to hauling and stability on the road. However, the Explorer does have some disadvantages. First, while the interior is spacious, it does come at the cost of fuel efficiency, especially when equipped with the larger engine options. For those looking for a balance of power and fuel economy, the EcoBoost V6 engine isn't exactly the most efficient, with fuel economy estimates hovering in the 20 to 27 mpg range depending on the configuration. Additionally, the Explorer's size and weight can be a drawback when it comes to maneuverability in tight spaces or off-road conditions. While it's not a poor off-roader, its focus on towing capacity means it's less nimble than the Outback, and its larger footprint could make it harder to handle in more technical driving situations. For those looking for a more compact, agile vehicle for lighter loads or off-road trails, the Explorer might feel a little cumbersome. Now, let's look at the 2025 Subaru Outback, a crossover that punches above its weight when it comes to versatility. Despite being classified as a crossover, the Outback offers some serious advantages for those who don't need to tow massive trailers but still want a rugged, capable vehicle for their outdoor adventures. One of the Outback's strongest points is its standard all-wheel drive, which provides excellent traction and stability in varying weather conditions and on slippery or uneven terrain. This makes it an excellent choice for people who want to pull a small camper or boat while still getting great fuel efficiency. The Outback, especially with its turbocharged XT engine, offers a towing capacity of 3,500 pounds, which is more than adequate for lighter loads. Plus, it's one of the most fuel-efficient SUVs in its class, with estimates ranging from 26 to 33 mpg depending on the engine and trim, which is a big selling point for those who want to tow without compromising on gas mileage. The Outback's all-wheel drive system is another advantage, especially for those living in areas with harsh winters or who frequently drive on gravel or unpaved roads. It gives the Outback a distinct edge in terms of off-road ability and weatherproof reliability, making it ideal for those who take it into challenging terrain, whether it's snow, mud, or rugged trails. Its overall versatility stands out. The Outback is equally at home on a highway trip as it is navigating forest roads, offering a solid mix of utility and daily driving comfort. However, the Outback has its limitations too, especially when it comes to towing heavy loads. While its 3,500-pound towing capacity is respectable, it's significantly lower than the Explorer's capabilities. For families or adventurers needing to pull larger trailers or more substantial payloads, the Outback simply won't cut it. Another disadvantage is its smaller cabin space compared to the Explorer, which can feel cramped for families looking to pack in passengers and gear for long trips. While the Outback's cargo space is decent, it doesn't offer the spaciousness or comfort of the Explorer when it comes to carrying multiple passengers and larger amounts of luggage. And while its fuel economy is certainly a strength, the Outback's smaller engine options and less robust towing tech mean it doesn't have the sheer muscle for heavy-duty towing that some may need, especially for larger recreational vehicles or boats. When comparing both SUVs, you're looking at two very different approaches to towing and adventure. The Ford Explorer is all about raw power, space, and towing muscle, making it the superior choice for anyone needing to haul big trailers, boats, or even a large camper. It's built for those who need to carry serious payloads and who don't mind sacrificing a little in terms of fuel efficiency and handling. The Subaru Outback, on the other hand, shines in fuel efficiency, off-road capability, and all-wheel drive versatility, making it the better choice for lighter towing, daily driving, and adventure enthusiasts who don't need to haul heavy trailers but still want a reliable vehicle that can tackle tough terrain and weather. Ultimately, the best choice will depend on your specific needs, whether that's pulling a massive load with the Explorer or embracing the Outback's more balanced, versatile, and fuel-efficient performance for lighter towing and all-weather capability. Both vehicles are great choices, but understanding their strengths and weaknesses will help you decide which one is truly the best towing champion for your lifestyle. As we come to the end of this detailed showdown between the 2025 Ford Explorer and the 2025 Subaru Outback, let's recap the key findings from our towing tests and analysis. The Ford Explorer certainly comes out on top when it comes to raw towing power. With its impressive 5,600 pound maximum towing capacity, it stands head and shoulders above the Outback, making it the clear choice for anyone needing to haul larger trailers, boats, or heavy recreational vehicles. The Explorer's robust engine options, particularly the 3.0L EcoBoost V6, coupled with its spacious interior and advanced towing tech like trailer sway control and hill descent assist, make it an excellent option for those who need a workhorse SUV capable of tackling tough loads. On the other hand, the Subaru Outback offers a different set of strengths. While its 3,500 pound towing capacity is not as high as the Explorer's, the Outback's fuel efficiency, all-wheel drive system, and off-road capabilities make it the go-to choice for lighter towing needs, particularly for those who plan to haul smaller trailers, boats, or campers. Its superior fuel economy, which ranges from 26 to 33 mpg, is a major selling point for those who prioritize long-distance trips with less emphasis on heavy-duty towing. And of course, its reliable handling in all weather conditions makes it an excellent choice for adventure enthusiasts and those who live in areas with harsh weather or rugged terrain. So, when it comes to ultimate towing capability, the 2025 Ford Explorer clearly takes the crown, especially if you need to handle heavy loads and want the most powerful engine options available. Its higher towing capacity, advanced towing features, and spacious interior make it the best option for those with more demanding towing needs. However, the Subaru Outback should not be overlooked. For those who don't require the extreme towing power that the Explorer offers but still need an efficient, reliable, and versatile SUV for lighter towing, the Outback is an excellent choice, especially for those looking to balance towing with great fuel economy and all-weather reliability. Ultimately, the decision between these two SUVs comes down to your specific needs. If you frequently haul larger items and prioritize sheer towing strength, the Ford Explorer is your best bet. But if you're an adventure seeker or someone looking for a more fuel-efficient option with adequate towing capacity for smaller loads, the Subaru Outback is a solid choice. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which SUV do you think is the ultimate towing champion? Have you had any towing experiences with either of these models or any other SUVs you think could compete? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We're excited to hear your opinions and experiences with towing in these two capable vehicles. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth comparisons and expert reviews. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.